안녕하세요. Today, I'm going to teach you one of the most important kicks in early tricking, that being the 540 kick. It is so important for learning side swipe, for learning how to hyper that kick, and so much more. Today I'm going to go over it in full detail. Let's get started. There's two important prerequisites that we got to learn before doing the 540 kick. And the first is the tornado kick. You need to have a tornado kick that is high, floaty, strong, and more than anything, it needs to have control. If you don't feel like you have control over your tornado kick, it's gonna be really hard to adjust the technique to do a 540. So when you do that tornado kick, make sure you know where your arms are, know where your hips are, and know where your legs are kicking, so that way we can adjust that technique to do the 540. Not only that, but you need the cheat setup. The cheat setup, the way I get into the tornado kick, is the same way I get into the 540. So if you cannot do a strong tornado kick, give yourself time, work on that tornado kick, and come back to the 540, because the 540 needs a nice strong tornado kick. The second prerequisite is a hyper round kick. So before we do the 540, we need to understand the takeoff, which is by figuring out the tornado kick. And we need to understand the landing, which is the hyper round kick. So I'm gonna do a round kick, and then as my leg passes its target, I'm gonna focus on switching my legs to land on that kicking leg. Now notice, as that leg went down, my other leg went up. That little shift in the leg goes a long, long way in making the 540 nice and safe. So if you cannot do a tornado kick, if you're struggling to do a hyper round kick, the 540 will be pretty risky. So I strongly recommend nice, clean tornado kick with a lot of control, so that way you understand the takeoff, and a nice, clean, hyper round kick, so that way you know how to land. Let's talk about the progression, because often people are not going to be doing a super high floaty 540 with a nice straight-legged kick right from the get. Often people will do something like this. We'll do the cheat setup on the ground, nice and slow, and once we face our target, we're just going to jump over this kicking leg with a little bit of a kicking knee. Just throwing my knee up over my leg and just hopping over it. Understanding how to do this little hop drill right here is gonna go a long way to making the 540 safer. When we land on that kicking leg, whenever we take impact on just one leg, we need to understand how to absorb that impact. And starting with a full blast kick can be pretty risky. So instead, start with a knee. Start by doing that cheat setup, get to your target, then just do a little baby jump onto your other leg. Not too complicated, not too stressful, and over time we can build this up and add more and more and more of a kick until we're able to do the 540 nice and strong. So it's gonna look something like this. The first 540 I'm gonna do is gonna be super slow, super basic. There wasn't that much of a kick there. Now on this one, I'm gonna try and emphasize that kick a little bit more. Extend my leg just a little bit while following that same axis and using that same technique. Not too bad. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're gonna add more and more and more power over time. Often people get hurt in tricks because they're rushing the technique. Don't rush the technique. Move through the progression at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of a kick now. Now I'm gonna go full blast, full power, to try and smack that target and land on that kicking leg. And that's a 540. If we don't rush the tech, if we don't rush the progression, it can be nice and safe. To do a nice strong 540 kick, we need to understand what our arms are doing, what our hips are doing, and what our legs are supposed to do in order to execute the technique nice and clean. So I'm gonna start with the arms. When I'm doing that wind up for my cheat setup, notice as my arms are coming across, I'm doing this lift with my shoulders. It is taking the arms from here to here and doing this little motion in tandem with the cheat setup that gives it a little bit of extra height. Notice if I lock my legs out and just swing my arms, I still get a little bit of lift. And that little bit of lift will go a long way as we perform the 540. So take note, as I'm doing my cheat setup, I'm swinging my arms and then I'm lifting them. That lift is so crucial. And I'm not lifting all the way up over my head. I'm just lifting to about my shoulder level. So that way I can then get the height I need to do the 540. Now let's talk about the hips. When I do a 540 kick, it is a hyper tornado kick, and the kick in the tornado kick is a roundhouse kick. If I do a front kick and try and pull that leg down, it's gonna be a lot harder than if I do a round kick and move my hips sideways so that way they're perpendicular to my target. It makes it so much easier. When I was first starting tricking, I kept trying to do the 540 with like a crescent style kick, and it became so hard. The second I turned my hips over to do a roundhouse kick, it became much easier. Don't make the technique harder for yourself by doing the wrong kick. Make sure you pivot those hips and get what we call hip turnover as you do that round kick, so that way you're able to pass through your target and land back on that kicking leg. Notice how this one is so much harder because I'm gonna try and do that front kick tech, which requires just so much more leg strength and so much more control over the legs as we do it. Oh, I almost did like a whack knife type beat. So much harder to do the front leg or the front kick tech than the roundhouse kick tech, which looks like this. The third important thing to understand is the motion of our legs. There's an important concept in all of sports movement called oppositional movement. As one leg kicks up, the other one is down, and as that leg kicks down, the other one lifts up. It is lifting my left leg as my right leg is going down that makes it easy for me to hyper a kick. If I try and land my 540 with both legs at the same time, it's gonna be significantly harder than if I'm just trying to land on the one leg while lifting the other in opposition. Often when people start tricking, they're only focusing on the kicking leg. We need to focus on the entire body, every single joint and every single movement of our limbs, because that's what's going to make the trick nice and easy. So it looks like this, versus if I don't focus on that oppositional motion, it gets far, far harder. And it makes it such a more difficult trick than if I just focused on lifting one leg as the other one was coming down. It is so important we understand the timing of the 540 and the timing of the cheat setup. All of our body has to work together, and if we're working with the wrong timing, it's gonna make the 540 far harder. So to get your timing right, focus on doing everything in tandem. As that leg steps forward, my arms are swinging across. As this leg pumps up, my arms are pumping as well. If I pump my arms and then pump my leg, they're not really working together. We want everything to work together, because if it's not, everything is working against itself. Let me show you in a demonstration. If I pump my arms before my leg comes up, I just don't get the same height as if I use them in tandem with each other. And using things together and having all of the kinematic motions of the trick work in tandem is so much easier than having them spread out. When you jump, focus on that lift. That lift and that jump need to happen at the same time instead of a jump lift or a lift jump. You see how both of those were far harder than if I just used them all together with the exact same timing. The 540 kick is a green belt trick because it often gives people a lot of trouble, and people have this reputation with the 540 of being something that'll strain your groin if you're doing that crescent kick and not using your hip flexor to do a round kick. And people who focus too much on the kick and not enough on the landing have a tendency to roll their ankle. When learning the 540, please get a clean tornado kick. Get that hyper round kick so that way you understand the landing. Follow a slow progression, and then from there add power over time using the elements I talked about to get a nice strong 540 kick. 감사합니다. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions on the 540 or any of the other tricks that I've covered in the belt series, please leave them in the comments down below. I'll get to as many as I can, and have a lovely day. Do good things.